What's up YouTube, Danny James back here again, and today I'll be showing you how to create a glowing eyes effect inside of After Effects. I've seen this effect used on a couple of music videos, so I thought it would be interesting for you guys to learn how to do it. Also, if you do end up enjoying this kind of content, make sure to give it a like. And if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notification bell so that you never miss any of my upcoming videos. Now let's jump into After Effects. I have a composition and some footage over here. Have a rapper, a performance scene. He's just rapping on top of a kitchen island. That's what you guys call it. And the first step that you want to do is this one. You want to duplicate your clip. So he has two sets of eyes. So we are going to make two duplicates. Hit Ctrl D twice. Let's name one of them left eye. And then let's name the second one right eye. What we need to do a simple masking around his eyes. You could use the pen tool inside of After Effects. It's very slow. It can't automatically track throughout the sequence. So that's why I want to encourage you guys to use Mocha. It's a free plugin. It's also inside of After Effects. Not the Mocha Pro, but the Mocha AE. It's by default in any After Effects that you have. So just drop it onto your two layers. The reason why I said using our pen tool would be a bit strenuous is because it's not like the roto brush tool. It can't really analyze the situation and track going forward. Unlike Mocha, we'll just highlight around the eye and then track it going forward in just a few clicks. Make sure you set your composition to full resolution and then click on Mocha to go to tracking. Mocha is quite simple to use. You don't need to learn very many tools. Just be aware of Z key and X key. With the Z key, you can zoom in and zoom out while holding it. With the X key, while you're holding it, you have the hand tool so that you can pan around. So I'm using my Z tool to zoom in. Use X to go to that right eye. Remember, we've clicked on the right eye, so make sure to go on that eye. And the other tool that you need to be aware of is the spline tool, the X spline layer tool. Make sure to add a few more points. Don't put only like 4 points around the eye. Have some detail into it. So I'll undo that. Go to the corner like this, like that. And then connect it back to your original. Okay, that's all you need to do. We can now track to the next frame. And you see it has done a good job. The next one, the next one. Essentially, Mocha is really powerful. I don't have to go step by step, so I'll just zoom out and then I let it track the rest of the composition. Okay, so I was expecting an error to appear here whenever the hand comes into the frame onto the eyes, but it seems to be doing fine. So I'm pretty confident about this selection. So just click on File, Save, and then Exit. So our right eye has these tracking points, but it doesn't have those tracking points yet. All you have to do with that right eye selected, go to your effects controls under the matte, create After Effects masks. So it will create masks out of that selection. And if we press U on our layer, we can see it. Now I'm going to do the same for the left eye. Z to zoom in, X tool with the hand tool, X tool, hand tool, then back to my spline tool. I'll zoom in quite a bit just to give it more detail, and then I'll draw the quick mask around this eye. Again, I'll track it going forward and I'll leave it to do it. Okay, so we get an error here, and it's because at this very point, right before the last frame, the hand goes, the artist hands go in front of the eye. So I understand why it would show us an error. No need to panic. Just save that project and then exit. Again, create After Effects masks under the matte. Create After Effects masks, and if we hit U, you can see it. I'll disable our background layer, which is our original layer, and you can see we have this two sets of eyes properly tracked. Now what I want us to do, I want us to, especially for example in this case, with the left eye, at this very point, we can see the hand comes in front of it. So I want to split that layer, Ctrl+Shift+D, and end it right there. For the right hand, as soon as it covers it, I will also split it at that point, Ctrl+Shift+D, and then delete that excess. So we have a pretty good selection for this. Now all you have to do, we have 2 steps remaining. Go to your effects controls, look for a fill, drop it onto your either the right eye or the left eye, and then what you want to do, we want to fill this with a color. So by default it seems to have settled on a color. Just make sure it's the brightest color. In this case, let's try a yellow, put it like that. So we have that fill on that right eye. Okay, once you've now added a fill to the eye, it's time now to add a glow. Now you have a couple of options, but the inbuilt glow effect within After Effects doesn't really cut it for this thing to work. So you want to try other plugins, whether that's a Sapphire plugin, Red Giant Universe, Deep Glow plugin, and others. I link down below the ones that you can get for free, especially for people who are using Windows. You can get the Red Giant Universe, Sapphire, and the Deep Glow plugin easily. I got you. Now go to your effects and presets and look for glow. You want to use the Red Giant Universe. It's under Uniglow. Drag it onto one of the eyes. Immediately you'll see some glow. If I disable, this is what it looks like, and when I enable it, this is what it looks like. You want to increase the size just a little bit, and you're able to see through this how it affects the image. It was at 15. I'll push it slightly just at 20, and then the other parameter that I'll change is the gamma. The gamma will determine how much of this glow spreads around that area. So as soon as I increase it like this, you can see this glow comes on to this mask and to the upper part of the eye. So that looks okay. And now to really finalize on this, you want to play around with the fall off. With the fall off, I'll just increase it to increase the glow onto the other areas. Now I leave it at that. If we have the fall off at 0, it's really limited. So I think 0.85 for this move, I like it. And then once you're done, it's a matter of copying this fill and universe glow, copy them, put it on the left eye or the other eye, and you should see everything looks good now. Yeah, and remember at this point you can also change the color. For now, let's try a deep red. Copy that code so that it's more or less the same red on the other eye. So go to the fill, change the color coordinates, and it also looks good. So that's quite easy to do and to also replicate onto many other sections of your video. You just need to track it using marker. That way you're using less time to get the information, and then adding the fill and the glow effect, and just like that you're able to pull off that effect. Yeah, so that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did prepping it for you. In case you end up doing something like this, you can tag me on my IG. It's right down in the description box. And in case you also have other ideas that you'd like me to experiment or try out or make a tutorial of, please send them to my DM. I'm happy to look at them and see what I can do. My name is Danny James. See you in the next video. Peace.